good morning. How's everyone doing? Good morning, MK. Good morning, Pro Pyro. Good morning, Les. We were waiting for you. Yes. Hash says, good morning, Les, Pyro, and MK. What am I, chopped liver? Good morning, everybody. I just, a couple minutes late, I just got done doing a little vacuuming here. So I started off, just broke a root ball. Today's one of those days, you guys. I'm running on little to no sleep. I'm tired today. What's up, Brian? Good morning. And what's up, Corey? Good morning, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. What's up, Canna Claus? What is up, Jason? Good morning, good morning. So yeah, I'm running on not a lot of sleep, so bear with me today. I was really, well, I still am really excited for today's live. It's been a few days since we've been in the grow tent. I've made a couple changes. I'm experiencing some new issues, so hopefully you can help me out. I've been kind of stressed out this morning. No tears, but a lot of stress and a lot of cutting leaves and using a scope because we got some kind of problem and I can't figure it out. First, let me get myself settled in. I need a lot of cough today. But before I do all that and get myself set up, everybody, Les the Tomato Whisperer is in the chat. Les, aka Seed Daddy, sent me a wonderful package. He sent me so many seeds in the mail. Les, I don't know if you care to chime in. How many varieties? I just peeked in the bag. I haven't looked yet. I don't know. I wanted to do the unboxing like on the live. We're going to go through all the varieties. I brought my laptop. I'm going to pull up pics and we're going to talk about it all. So if you guys are interested in what you can grow, different varieties, exotic varieties, so to speak, today is going to be for you. Gotta go lay down in pain. Oh no. Dentist. Oh God, I hate the dentist. Sorry, Jason. Sucks. Hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks for saying hi and rest up. So, while I get myself set up, what fizz? While I get myself set up, I'm going to tell you guys about my day yesterday. So, I was on the Let's Be Buds podcast or show on YouTube a few weeks ago. Honestly, time flies. It may have even been a month ago. I think it was September 17th. What are we today? Oh, almost a month to the day. What's up, Andy? Good morning. And what is up, Dottie? Valentine. So, when on the Let's Be Buds podcast, Dirk Peterson, I think that's his name, Dirk. Well, I know his name is Dirk. I think it's been from Lost Coast Plant Therapy was on the show as well. And so I got chatting with him and you know, I told him how much I love Lost Coast. I use it often, and I'm probably going to be using it on my plants after I show you guys what I think my issue might be. And trying to do better. Hey, what's up, Ian? Hope you're having a great, positive day today. Thanks for stopping by. So yeah, you guys, I'm sorry, I don't even know what I was saying. What was I talking about again? Yesterday. Oh yeah, Lost Coast Plant Therapy. Yeah, it smells like mint, Dottie. Anyway, so yeah, he said, all right, well, if you love Lost Coast so much, we're gonna send you a little care package. And I unfortunately, because they're in the state in Canada, shipping with the product is too tricky or whatever, but he did promise me a nice Lost Coast Plant Therapy Carhartt winter jacket, and shipping was too much, so he actually gave you my friend Farmer Anthony from Quality Horticulture. For those of you like in the Instagram community, you probably know who he is. He's such a good guy, and he's connected me with so many community, and it's just been so wonderful. What is up, Bobby? Good morning. Thanks for hanging out. So when I was trying to connect with Anthony, you know, we live far from each other, and we're trying to connect so that I can get this jacket. And man, that's a nice freaking jacket. I'm so excited. Carhartts are required in Canada, LOL. Yeah, Ian, it's getting cold out here. Tomorrow's gonna be a nice day, but so I got this beautiful, it looks freaking great, it fits great. So shout out to Lost Coast Plant Therapy. First, your products saved my plants and my outdoor garden all summer, and you guys got some great merch, some great swag. I love my jacket. Thank you so much to Coast and to Anthony for facilitating the transfer. Alaskan duck down. Oh, I don't know. I don't think Carhartt's not that fancy. I think it's just like polyester inside. So anyways, when I was trying to connect with Anthony to meet up somewhere, he's like, well, I'm going to a grower's lunch at Aussie Hydroponics. So that's a hydroponic store in North York, just outside of the city, not too far from me. And so I decided, all right, you know what? Let me meet you there. And the reason why I wanted to meet him at the shop was because, so for those of you that know the city of Toronto, Steeles is like borderline, like end of Toronto, and the store is on Steeles Avenue. And growing up, I grew up close to that area, and I used to drive by that store all the time. And I remember asking my dad, like, when I was old enough to be able to read hydroponics, I was like, what is that store? It used to be something else, but I remember it was a hydro store. And he was like, oh, hydroponics. And he explained it to me when I was a kid. And I vividly remember the conversation, learning what hydroponics was. I don't know, maybe I was like 10 years. I don't remember how old I was, but I was young. And then yesterday, I got to go to that store, the store that I first heard the word hydroponics, and yesterday I actually got to go to the place that prompted that thought, or that prompted me to learn what hydroponics means. So it kind of felt like, even though it was, you know, the store has new ownership since I was a kid, but that felt kind of like, not full circle, but kind of full circle. I don't know, it was cool. It was, man, I used to drive by here when I was a kid all the time. And then, you know, when I was working in the corporate world, I used to work for a company that was right down the street from that shop. And I used to drive by that shop all the time. And I don't know why. I looked at it all the time because it just reminded me of that memory when I was a kid. And so, yeah, I got to walk into the store yesterday. I met the owner, and I was trying to inflate his ego. So I'm like, your store is the reason I learned what the word hydroponics means. And he's like, well, I just started owning this store like 10 years ago. So it wasn't my store. I'm like, oh, well, this location, this brick and mortar was always a hydroponic store. And anyways, so they had a grower's lunch. They had a bunch of growers there, and Anthony just kind of invited me to hang out. So we were hanging out in the shocking. And yeah, you know, it's just, I love talking to people that are growers. It's just, I have so many wedges with my relationships in my life right now, because all I do is talk about plants, and a lot of people don't want to hear about it, but very much my life right now. And so being able to talk to people that are just as interested as I am, and that know the questions to ask me, know how to have, you know, a conversation about whatever it may be. And so we talked about a lot of different things, but yeah, it was just so nice. I had such a good afternoon. It really, I don't know, it felt like fulfilling. It filled my cup. You know, the things, I used to be very extroverted, where I get my energy from people, and for a long time it hasn't been that way. Usually people these days drain my energy. However, you know, now that I'm talking to grower stuff, yeah, man, it just gave me energy. It filled my cup. So that was great. So thank you to Anthony And thank you to Aussie Hydroponics for hanging out and having me at your shop. That was just a great afternoon. I loved it. Did you buy all the good stuff and things? No, I didn't buy anything because I was too busy yapping. And then I was like, you know what? I better get going because I haven't been home all afternoon and my plants need me. So after the live yesterday, I ended up finishing all those peppers that I made. They were so freaking good. And then I was late to meeting at the shop, and then they're trying to like offer me lunch and stuff. I'm like, dude, I just freaking ate like so many poblano peppers. Thank you, but no thank you. Thanks so much for the support, Canna Claus. Appreciate you. What's up, Mike? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. What's up, Mia? Good morning. I get energy from some people. It's called rage. LOL. Les, story of my life, especially when I drive. Some cannabis clones while you were there. I'm not taking clones from anybody. Les, I even had to like quarantine the seeds that you gave me because I'm like, oh God, should I be bringing these into the grow tent? I'm scared. Do they sell them at hydro stores in Canada? No, I don't think so. I mean, I'm sure like if people grow in the back of their shop or whatever, maybe they'll give you a clone, but I've yet to see a store that grows in the store or that will sell clones. So yeah, I haven't even gotten set up. I'm just too much. Anyway, so that was fun. That was a nice little experience. You know, before plants, I was a very, very social person. Love talking to people. And it's so nice to have that feeling again. It's not that I've changed, it's that nature of what I like to talk about has changed. Therefore, I don't have the same people that I usually would, you know, chit-chat with about certain things because they're not interested. That's amazing. I thought Canada was a lot more proactive than that. Yeah, I have no idea if they do sell clones at the store, but all right, so I'm opening up my laptop. We're gonna do a tent tour, but I'm gonna try to pull up these lists here. Or you know what, maybe, you know what I'm gonna do, hang on. All right, you know what we're gonna do? We're going to just, pull out the pictures as we pull out the seeds. So, first things first, I'm going to take you guys on a tent tour. I really just need coffee right now. Seems like even the United States, maybe state to state, but you can order clones. Yeah, I have no idea. I'm sure like ship clones. I've seen people do it. I don't know if they're doing it legally, but I've seen people do clones. So I have no idea. That's a great thing to look into. Tent tour. So, I want to talk to you guys about something. I've got a problem with my pepper plants, like a serious problem. I think it's a nutrient deficiency. I've ruled out a few things, and I think that's a massive coffee. Or are you drinking beer? It's coffee. And I love tacos. Of course I love tacos. Who doesn't? How do you ship clones without damaging them? Like in a little plastic container. You know when you buy something like toothbrush or whatever, and it's like in a cardboard and then with plastic. Ship them like that. So I saw pepper plants really fast. Say pepper plants. No thanks, something about nothing podcast. I'm too tired for this morning. Anyways, I have holes in my pepper plants. You saw the other day. So it could be a few things. I'm pretty rough when I walk by my pepper plants. I could be ripping them as I'm walking by. I also am guilty of when I'm vacuuming the bucket tops. Sometimes leaves kind of get sucked in vacuum and then there's a hole. and I picked off a lot of the leaves that looked affected, and I brought them outside of the tent and I scope. I looked at the front and the back and spent maybe, I don't know, like 45 minutes assessing maybe about 20 to 25 leaves under the scope very carefully. I don't see any bugs. I don't see any pests, but it looks like there's like lesions on the leaves. I'm gonna show you guys. I mean, I did pick off most of the affected leaves, but I think, according to online, it could be manganese deficiency. It could be, I don't know if it's like too much nitrogen. I don't think too much nitrogen causes holes. So because I'm still learning, I'm feeling a little lost, and it kind of like dampened my mood about today's live. I was so excited, and now I'm like so distracted because of this issue with my pepper plants. So we're gonna go on a tent tour. I'm gonna show you guys. I want you guys to please chime in the chat if you guys think you know what it could be. It's something I'd like to remedy as soon as possible. I'm really stressing out. I don't know if to take other precautions like some Lost Coast, speaking of, or some Pure Crop, but I would really appreciate your guys' help. So we're gonna go on a tent tour and I will show you. Let's go. What's up, DC's Bees? Good morning. Something about nothing, glue the holes. Aren't you so innovative? Isn't that a fantastic idea? LOL. Garden looks like it can be difficult. Do not worry too much, Nat. You are still learning. You know what? Even the people that have learned a lot, that know a lot more than I do, experience the same issues. It's the nature of the game. It's just, man, I feel like I can't freaking catch a break in this garden. I can never relax. Like last night, I slept maybe a total of 3 hours just because I'm so stressed out about my garden, and it's not that deep. Like I'm not a commercial grower. What's up, Felipe? Thank you for joining. I'm not. I know nothing about plants. I'm just trying to help. Something about nothing. You help with the comedic relief. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. So yeah, I'm feeling so stressed out because I feel like I can't catch a break. It's just, I can never just look at my garden and feel proud, because every time I just sit back, like, look, one day I was in the outdoor garden, and, you know, another day I was out kind of on the road and stuff, and now I'm like tripping. I've got, you know, my tomato plants aren't looking so hot. Pepper plants are like, I'm really stressed out, you guys. This is the nature of indoor growing. It also could be just because I'm tired, and, you know, sometimes when you're tired, you get easily overwhelmed. What's up, Death? Good morning, good morning. James, when your plants turn purple. Yeah, my plants are starting, well, anyways, I'll show you. Hang on. I got all my seeds in, blah, blah, blah. Okay. I need a tag team plant partner. Well, I have all you guys. What do you mean? Take a breath and hold it in for a sec. I'm just never to go. Just hold it in forever. I'm just kidding. Deep breaths. You know what? It's because I'm tired. I get really easily overwhelmed, and it's such a learning curve, and I'm trying to like watch videos about nutrients and trying to understand, and you know, online there's not a lot of information, so I'm hoping that whatever I'm going through I can document and post it online somewhere, so that for somebody who's experiencing the same issues, learning curves, or whatever it may be, they have something to reference. And if they're a visual learner, I'll have videos and pictures. I just want to be able to give people feel like I'm lacking, and what I actually find in these lives, you guys, honestly, you are all my assistants. You all get a raise. All right, so green towers doing okay. Some of the seedlings, I don't know, or some of the like lettuce is either deficient in something or acclimating to something. I added, I don't know, but we got some stuff happening here. The rest looks good. Everything else, we got our mustard greens. It's a calcium deficiency, Hash. That's what you said, right? You said they're showing signs of calcium deficiency, if I'm not mistaken. We've talked about so much that I'm so overwhelmed. I feel like this is the test, like a teacher. I already told her what it was. Could you just freaking tell me again, please? Anyways, so yeah, some of the parsley leaves are getting yellow. Fungal or bacterial. So how do I get rid of it? So yeah, our green tower. That's why I said don't eat leafy greens that have root rot. Oh man. All right, well, let's figure this out. So our strawberry clones are still kicking slowly, not doing the greatest, but not doing horrible. And then we have the sage, romaine, kale, more kale. You get rid of it by, okay, well, we're making moves toward that. Oh, that's after you do a reset. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I need more than sticky notes, MK, because then I'll just forget to read the sticky notes. I need a new brain. That's what I need. So yeah, my pepper plants are not looking good. They've got like these like lesions, and I put them under a scope. Man, I feel so stressed out. It's the same reason the strawberries are not surviving in the tower. Yes, they are. The strawberry plant in the tower is doing great. The others are clones. That always happens with my clones. But the strawberry plant is doing great in the tower, just not in the buckets. Maybe you're talking about the buckets. But yeah, like look what's happening here. It's like, it looks like something ate the leaf. But when I put it under a scope and I look like close as I can, which is pretty freaking close, there are no pests, no pests. So do I get rid of these plants? Is it dangerous? What? Those tears look like TFP inflicted. Well, that's what I'm thinking. It could have been, but then it's also, you know, here. And I don't know if you guys are, I'm sorry, but it's just the way it is if the parameters are not correct with this type of system. There's nothing to be sorry about. It's not your fault. It just is what it is. I don't know what kind of fungus or bacteria it is, and I don't know if there's any way of salvaging. Yeah, I don't know. And it could be I've just been making so many changes. Like, did I screw something up? Because this is kind of recent. This wasn't happening before. So did I introduce some kind of bacteria? Like, what did I do? I've been so freaking careful. Like, the tomatoes aren't affected or anything. So I don't know. I mean, this is probably going to be one of those times where we have these conversations more than once, because I'm not convinced that it's a fungus or a bacteria. I don't know, man, but I feel really stressed out. I'm kind of upset because I finally felt like things are coming along. Anyways, so The peppers look good though. Like I don't see any flaws, any scarring, any issues on the fruit itself. So I don't know, like we've got no blossom end rot, no issues. But yeah, we've got some, you know what? I know you guys tried to warn me. When are you guys gonna learn that I am stubborn? I've told you guys, I'm so stubborn and I need to learn the hard way sometimes, but it's because I'm so tired too. I just feel upset. I think elephant ears do the same thing. Maybe you have too many male plants in there. It's not cannabis, something about nothing. Could it be as the plant makes more fruit sites, it pulls nutrients back from the leaves, but it's not really producing a lot of fruit. So same hash of paint on her face. Yeah, because I'm upset, you guys. What's up, Bernie? Good morning. Hope you're having a great day. Look at the roots, they'll tell you a story. Yeah, I don't want to look at the roots right now. They don't look that great. I'll show you guys. It's just watering right now. Hang on. So these are the roots. They're not looking so hot. See there? Look at what's going on in the center there. Soft spots on the peppers. No, the pepper's like perfect. It's firm and there's no like scarring or anything. And then this one. What's up, Stang Man? Good morning, good morning. Trying to diagnose some issues with my plants. And then, anyways, we'll continue the tent tour and I'll just cry later after I get off the live. I'm not kidding, you guys. I'm like so upset. This has scarring, but I've never grown eggplant before, so this could be overwatering. And this doesn't have any soft spots, firm. But look at the size of the eggplant now, you guys. It's like the size of my hand, pretty much. And then we've got the other one back there, which is even bigger. Sorry guys, I'm so distracted. These pepper plants are just curling, which is another, that's a deficiency. But I don't know what this is. You see how they're kind of like yellow? Ugh, I'm so upset. So I've overwatered pepper plants before and they develop something called edema. And so I think I have enough experience that I don't think it's edema. Show us the water. The water in the reservoir, I gotta fill it. It's empty now. Well, not empty, but it literally just the water in the bucket or the water in the reservoir? The water in the reservoir is here. Anyways, so freaking stressed. DC's Bees, I only like puzzles when it's a game, and if you get, it's not that big of a deal because the only thing you lose is like your time. Whereas with this is like, all right. Anyways, moving on. We've got our tomatoes. Everything, the tomatoes look like they're doing well. Still some nice clusters, but thanks so much, DC's Bees. I appreciate your perspective. You know what? I can get be a little bit of a negative Nancy when I'm upset, and it's just, you know, when you're tired, it's hard to regulate your emotions, and also, yeah, it's just a bummer. I've spent so much time, but anyways, so tomatoes. See, look, this by accident, this is turning yellow, but this is the vacuum. I accidentally sucked up a leaf. And then, yeah, this plant is doing really, really well. We've got a lot of tomatoes. A lot of tomatoes, actually, like a lot. So that's cool. But yeah, like nothing else seems to be affected. Everything else looks pretty good. Bernie, I'm stressed out because I've got these like lesions on my pepper plants. And it's not a pest, I don't think, because I put it under a scope and I looked at like 20 different leaves and I didn't see any issues, but I've got these little lesions. So I don't know what it is, and I'm concerned. Oh, so by the way, I told my friend Anthony yesterday, I was like, everyone on my live is hating on you because you gave me the bloom and the grow, didn't give me the micro. And he said he did. He gave me the powder version. And I was like, oh, is that what that is? So I have an entire bag of the micro. So I've got to start using the synthetic fertilizer. Her pepper leaves are splitting on her. Yep. And if she changed her reservoir weekly, root prune would help. If she kept her reservoir full, a root prune may help. Does the area of the split seem more dry than the other parts of the leaf? Kind of. What's up, Callie Style? Thanks for joining. Nothing is going to fix it or make it safe to eat. Oh, I like that song. Thank you so much. Now I'm going to have that song stuck in my head all day. Freaking love Sublime. Will that same issue occur in cannabis? Bernie, I don't know if fungus or bacteria can be fixed. I hope so, but no. So we'll have to spray. Anyways, I've got the Chinese 5-color pepper plant, which is doing great. Obviously, we harvested all the poblanos yesterday. We've got some jalapenos. So yeah, I don't know if the food is not like unsafe to eat. I've Googled it, and root rot only affects the fruit itself. There's like visible scarring, or it's oozing, or if there's some kind of issue. We've got our cucumber plant here. Oh, now I'm like, who cares about this stupid tent tour? I'm just so bummed out. And then we've got all our dahlias blooming like crazy. So, and then I just got to cut this watermelon. Yeah, we've got a few things we're gonna have to kind of remedy in the grow tent. And then our seedlings are coming along nicely. They're pretty big. Yeah, DC's bees, if it looks bad, I wouldn't eat it, but it looks like totally fine. And when I cut it, eat it, it tastes great. It looks fine. She's experiencing huge pH swings from organic matter down in the reservoir. Is that why I'm having the lesions, or is it like, do you know for a fact, Hash, that it's like a fungus, or could it be because of my pH? Because I do have pH swings, but it never goes out of the like the lowest gone is 5.2. I've never seen these cause tearing leaves. Have you seen a fungus? I've seen fungus. I've had fungus on my plants before, so. Oh yeah, and then the last change I was going to show you. Let me know when you're ready for your avocado tree. Oh my gosh, I would love an avocado tree, except right now, I can't even take care of my other plants that I have right now. I'm struggling. It's definitely, I don't think it's too much water. The water's on for 15 seconds every 2 minutes. Anyways, we moved the fan. So I still have to move this one. I just haven't done it yet. I just wanted to see what changing this one. So the intake fan was up top here. Moved it down here. So I just added one of these bars here that are actually made for the ceiling. And I first I used a level to level it out to make sure it was straight, but then I was like, you know what, maybe the fan needs to kind of be angled upward a little bit. I didn't want to put it on the floor, so I used this, and I can either angle it here this way, but then it kind of points on the tower, so it depends, right? If the fan is like a little lower, and yeah, it seems to be working okay. I definitely feel a change in the airflow for sure. It's definitely a lot cooler in this section, but I think that this one needs to come down and kind of be pointing like out here so that it can kind of go through here. So I know the goal is to get the intake opposite from your exhaust, but anyways, it's a small change, but hopefully it'll help. So what I did was, the power was running from the top to since the fan was on the top, so I just ran an extension down to the bottom, plugged it in, and then I also moved the probes. I never really put the probes anywhere specific when I first started this grow tent, so now I moved the probe in between the towers so I can get a better sense of you know, the temperature accurately versus when it's like against the wall tucked. And then same here, I moved this probe just up here so I can just gain a better understanding. So yeah, right now, well, on this side it's 73 degrees.